Davo, finally back in action today, and considering we've been out of competitive football for nearly 2.5 weeks now, was that the least likely way you would have thought we'd win it, right at the death?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, you would imagine that we might tire in the game. Bearing in mind we hadn't played for whatever it is, 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks, whatever it is. But yeah, we trained very, very hard. There's no doubt about it. The lads have put in a fantastic shift over the last couple of weeks, and it's not easy to do that when there's no game as an outlet, and you're just training. It's like a mini pre-season. But yeah, we worked really hard and paid dividends today with a really good performance, and like you say, late in the game getting a winner again, just shows our resilience and togetherness and spirit as a team. And I was really, really chuffed with it.
Aren't we all? But before we talk about the game, of course it's Remembrance Day, and a minute silence was observed before the game, impeccably by all. And what do you have to say on that front, and the strange situation with the referee?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Remembrance Day is special in this country, and I don't think it should ever be diluted in the things that happen in this country, to be honest with you. And we've got an acting soldier in Luke Kearney in the team, and our assistant Sean, who wasn't there yesterday, but again, served many years as well. Absolutely, it's an important day. I mean, I must say this. The referee didn't cover himself in glory with that one, but only doing 30 seconds for it, and he said it was too long, which I didn't understand. But anyway, impeccably observed, like you say, and as a football club, we absolutely remember them for sure.
Yeah, of course, and on to more positive things now. Anyways, I think it's fair to say that Ollie Barmer probably hasn't played as much as people would have expected early on, for various reasons, of course, but especially during this enforced break, during training, he's been a standout performer, and that translated onto the pitch today. What a goal that was.
Yeah, I knew Barmer was going to do it today. I said to various people that he would. I've known him a long time now, and I know when he's on it, and training, he was outrageously good in a couple of the sessions. I had a long chat with him on Thursday myself. Didn't actually ring my parents. They were like, "Are you all right?" I forgot that I'd been speaking to him for about an hour. So I knew he was going to be good today, and he repaid me with a fantastic goal. Could have had 2-3 for sure. Not that he missed real gilt-edged chances or anything like that, but just his quality was superb. So fantastic goal. Really, really pleased for him, and good for us.
Yeah, of course, very good signs, but we couldn't quite find a cushioner today. We were well on top for a large part of the game against a Beaconsfield side who were right up there last season, and although they might be down there in the league now, it's easy to forget sometimes that maybe we haven't turned table positions into points this season. So did that worry you the longer it stayed at 1-0?
Yeah, Beaconsfield are a good team. They're not where they probably will end up. They had a bad start. John, the manager's a top class bloke, I've got to say. Been a good manager over the years. Fantastic job he did at Slough. Came in to Beaconsfield, and his sort of joint manager is not with him anymore, so he's had to have a bit of a rebuild, and they started poorly and have been flying up to last week they lost, but so they're a good team. They've got some very, very good players going forward, and play a good brand of football. But I thought their central midfield player is very, very good player. He's ex-pro. He was sort of getting on the ball a lot in the first half, but didn't cause us massive problems. Luke didn't make many saves, but they were having a bit more of a threat than I'd like them to have had. We tweaked it slightly second half, got a bit tighter to him, and Payne in midfield was a good player, like I say, and just from our shape allowed us to do that, and that kind of nullified it a bit. And they didn't look like scoring, to be honest. They really didn't, and scandalous penalty against us. That's which could have cost us. I've seen it back now. It wasn't a good penalty decision, but is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, it seems to be a recurring theme with referees and us, so we won't even bother asking the usual question. But dubious or not, Beaconsfield did get back into the game late on, and maybe any other team would have crumbled. What kept us going?
Yeah, I think you're right. The fact that happened, and it could have killed us, to be fair. But the spirit in this group and the togetherness and the character, they don't know when they're beaten, and went at the other end, scored what I think is a great goal. And what keeps us going is just that togetherness and never say die attitude. You look at the bench scenes after, as all of them piling down to celebrate. It's a special group to be a part of, and whilst I'm the leader of it, I feel privileged to have a group like that, for sure.
And speaking of leaders then, it was a late show from us again away from home, and Captain Baz bagged his 5th goal already, I believe, this season. Excuses maybe could have been made that match fitness wasn't there, but he popped up and snatched the 3 points back in our favour. Would you say he was leading from the front?
Yeah, I mean, Baz is I've run out of superlatives for him, to be honest, as a person, as a player, as a captain. People say about John Terry, don't they, captain, leader, legend. Well, he's absolutely that and more for us, I think. When staff's not there or unavailable, he gets involved in some bits of team talk. I talk to him all the time. He's been in and out of the team at times this year, because sometimes we need to protect him. People sometimes overlook his abilities, it's not until you work really closely with him that you realise just how good he is, and what an impact he has in terms of driving the squad forwards. He's had some tough times recently, him and his family, which he's had to push through. He's put that to side, trained really well. He's got my support always, as is his family, and I'm so pleased for them all that he was there to score that goal, and his dad was there, and his little boy to support us. Things like that are priceless. So I was so pleased for him to do that, and let's not overlook the part Warren played as well. His composure was what was needed, and Jonesy, come on for Jonesy. Jonesy was brilliant on the day. He's fantastic. Played really well, drove forward. But we needed someone with that pure guile to do something like that at a key time. And, who better than Wazza to do that? So, great goal. In no small part down to 2 of our sort of older players. But, what composure on the pair of them. So pleased for them.
And that composure has seen us jump into 13th position with 21 points, and we have up to 3 games in hand on everyone above us. Are City fans right to be looking up, and what would you like to say to the travelling support?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really, to be honest, I know this is a real cliche, but I'm not really looking at the league table, to be honest with you. It's we just got to keep doing what we're doing and look at performances, look at our own performances, make sure that we're producing that. And if we do that, then the league table will look nice. So down the line, we're 3 games behind some. I think we're 5 behind Basingstoke. It's crazy, really. But we look at how many points per game we're getting. 21 points from 13 games is a great return. Replicate that, you're not far off the top. Top 6 or 7 probably. But we're not looking beyond that. We get our performances right. Let's keep doing that, and then let's see where it takes us. Some tough games coming up. Obviously, Hungerford's tough on Tuesday, and loads more tough ones after that. So we just enjoy every point, every game, and the only way we're going to get those is by putting in sort of level of performance that we are, and tactically we're on it as well. I always feel like we're prepared due to the work that Pete puts in, and we talk long and hard about what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, what changes we're going to make, and invariably they work. So we'll enjoy it, and then we'll see where it takes us. As I said, But yeah, no, really, really pleased. Support's, I can't keep saying enough about them. They're great. They enjoy what we do. They don't get on your case if we lose, if we don't have a good performance. They're realistic. Yeah, I think it's a match made in heaven, really, this squad and that group of fans. They're perfect for each other, I think. So yeah, really pleased and grateful for the support that we get. And then roll on Tuesday.